This is an actual conversation that took place over October 21st and October 22nd. The last number I called was 1-800-342-0820. And this was the so-called Fusion Terrorist Center of the Florida Department of Law Enforcement in Tallahassee, Florida. I got the office of Rick Swearington, who was the commissioner for the Florida Department of Law Enforcement all over the state of Florida. And I believe I talked to an Andrea, who was the secretary, who forgets about the fact that if it weren't for Title IX, she wouldn't have her position in the first place to be there. But she forgets about other people. And I have found this out. With a lot of women, when they get in certain positions, they forget about compassion about anybody else. And so anyway, this took place when I called Florida Department of Law Enforcement, try to get something done about American terrorists. So here it goes.
Is this the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, Tallahassee?
No. This is Pensacola.
Florida Department of Law Enforcement?
Yes, this is Florida Department of Law Enforcement, but it's in Pensacola. Not Tallahassee. Tallahassee is headquarters.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you something. So, are you over Panama City, Florida?
We mean over. Well, headquarters is over everybody.
Okay.
Is that who you're wanting?
Well, what's the number for Tallahassee?
410-7000.
410-7000. 850? All right. Now, what is that number two?
Headquarters, fdle.
Let me ask you something. Who am I speaking to, please? Florida Department of Law Enforcement.
I don't give my name out.
If you don't give your name out, then how do I know that I can verify that I'm talking to somebody at Florida Department of Law Enforcement? Do you have an operator number?
No, I mean, just the number that you dialed. You'll know it's fdle if you look it up in the phone book.
Now, what I don't understand is if you don't have any operator number, how can I verify that I called the Florida Department of Law Enforcement?
Again, if you look in the phone book and look at the number that you just called, you'll know that it's fdle.
How do I know that when I'm calling you, I don't understand this at all. Are you all a secret organization? Are you a secret cop organization? Then I'd like some kind of I would like some kind of verification that I'm talking to a government agency.
Okay, well, the best thing to do is call headquarters then and let them know because I gave you their number.
Okay, and what department is 850-410-7000?
410-7000. That when you call, you'll get the receptionist and then she'll be able to help you from there.
All right, okay.
Department of Law Enforcement, how may I help you?
Yes, is this the Florida Department of Law Enforcement in Tallahassee?
Yes, it is.
I'd like to speak to the Commissioner Rick Swearington of the Florida Department of Law Enforcement.
I can transfer you to his secretary.
Okay, thank you very much.
Just a moment. Florida maintains the highest standards in law enforcement, developing and employing the latest skills and techniques. FDLE has worked Commissioner Swearington's office. This is Samantha.
How you doing, Samantha? What is your last name, please?
Andrews.
How you doing, Samantha Andrews? I would like to, I understand the Florida Department of Law Enforcement is interested in any kind of terrorist acts that are intimidating Florida citizens. Am I correct on that?
Yes, sir. Do you have a complaint to file? I can transfer you to the Florida Fusion Center.
Yeah, I'd like. Well, what I don't understand is if I'm talking to the commissioner's office, you know, he's over the Fusion Center. Am I correct on that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Andrea, I'd like to know, so Florida Department of Law Enforcement, can they arrest anybody in the state of Florida if they are maintaining and protecting American terrorists in the state of Florida?
mean, that's a pretty broad question. I wouldn't be able to answer that specifically. FDLE agents do have statewide arrest powers. Yes, sir. So they could technically arrest anyone in the state of Florida for committing a crime. Yes.
Okay. What I've been trying to do, have you ever heard, do you hear those super loud car stereos in Tallahassee?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. If I give you the actual statutes of where these people with the super loud car stereos are actually terrorists, will the Florida Department, if I'm not correct, today's October 21st, 2015, am I correct on that?
Yes, sir.
It's Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
What I've been trying to do, okay, is I have been trying to alert people that these are actually American terrorists under 876 of the Florida statutes. Not only that, I looked up under the Florida Department of Law Enforcement under 943-0311 Section E, where it specifically states in there that private citizens can contribute towards aiding and protecting Floridians. Now, I would like to bring to you attention where I'm calling from Panama City, Florida, where there has been a operation to protect American terrorists. Not only that, there is a Sergeant Stryker of the Panama City Police Department that put false charges on somebody, that's under Florida Statute 365, harassing phone calls, because they were calling to try and protect their American citizens and themselves of the right to be able to live in their home in peace. Now, the felonies of these boom cars, I'd like to know, is Florida Department of Law Enforcement interested in cops putting false charges on people to protect these terrorists?
Certainly, sir. If you have allegations of a crime against a law enforcement officer, have you reached out to the Internal Affairs Office where this officer is employed?
Well, see, here's the thing. I get the feeling that fraternization is so strong and unless the cops are deaf, dumb, and blind and they can't hear these super loud car stereos in traffic and can't hear them in their homes, and what the cops will do, they'll purposely put their cars out at their homes where the boom cars can see them. Not only that, so therefore, they don't hear the boom cars. They got a little crime-free zone. Not only that, there's an officer by the name of Lieutenant Morris, who has also been protecting these terrorists. There's also an Eric that's been protecting the terrorists, where I've been calling 872-3100 of the Panama City, Florida, and all I'm doing, this going to sound like a stupid question, Andrea. Do citizens have a right to live in their homes in peace?
Well, certainly. Yes, sir.
Okay, when the cops, they're on the road 24 hours a day, what's their excuse for not getting every one of them?
Well, sir, I would be able to answer that question. I mean, have you tried to reach out to the sheriff?
Oh, you talking about Frank McKeithen, where the boom cars go up and down Highway 77 of where his office is on, of where there is actually an attorney's office by the name of Mike Ryder, where the secretary, Jennifer, told me that their office is daily bombarded by these super loud car stereos. It's pretty close to the Bay County Sheriff's Department. And I'm trying to figure this out. All I'm trying to do is I'm trying to live in peace. There's a Sergeant Stryker who put false charges on somebody, forced the person to have to go to court for 6 months, trying to get a jury trial. The judge, Shane R. Van, would not allow it to go to a jury trial because the person was going to put that cop in prison under perjury under 837 of the Florida statutes, conspiracy under 838 of the Florida statutes, was going to put him in prison under 895 of the Florida statutes, which is called a cop criminal protection racket. Not only that, maybe you're familiar with United States Code, Title 18, 241, 242, it's a $10,000 fine and 10 years in prison. For any American to conspire or actually violate United States Americans' rights to be able to have and live in peace. Now, I have been trying, and I've got proof. As a matter of fact, yesterday I tried to call in a white pickup truck. I took out my cell phone camera and I videotaped this super loud car stereo truck two times in about 15 minutes. There's also been a black older model SUV GMC that has been going up and down the road, and every time he goes up and down the road, he just about breaks my windows. But at the same time, there's an Officer Gray in Panama City, Florida, that threw in jail a homeless female by the name of Patricia Wilder. And I recently talked to a guy by the name of Kenny Luther, who spent 9.5 tours overseas fighting for his country, and he gets arrested in McKenzie Park because he was so tired and he didn't have any place to lay his head. So the cops, what they do is they set up observation at McKenzie Park there. And I believe that there is a payoff that's going on somehow or another from the Bay County Jail. They're getting paid off, the cops are getting paid off for arresting these poor, broken-down homeless people. It is common in Panama City, Florida, to give a homeless person, can you imagine a $500 fine they got to pay because they decided to drink a beer to nurse their problems in life? What do you think about that?
I mean, I really don't think it's appropriate to give my personal opinion on that. I mean, if you have complaints regarding specific officers, Florida statute mandates that you file those complaints with the Internal Affairs Office there. So if it's the Bay County Sheriff or if it's the Panama City Police Department.
Okay, I'm gonna make a verbal complaint right over the